Hello guys, Southwest5345 here today. Today I'm going to be making a second update of Storyline International Airport. My last Storyline International Airport update was, I think, about maybe a month or two ago. I don't remember, but this is going to be the second update for it. I decided to change the map, so it's only going to be like 3 terminals, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so let's get started. I have some new routes. Yeah, and 2 new airlines that you will be seeing in about a few minutes. So yeah, let's get started with Concourse A. So over here we got a Southwest 737 Max 8. He is going to be heading out to Denver. Sorry about that. Next, we got another Southwest 737 Max 8 boarding up for his flight out to St. Louis. Next, we got a Southwest 737-800 in the Tennessee 1 colors. He is going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Next, we got Southwest 737-800 Freedom 1. He is going to be heading out. Sorry about the shaking. He's heading out to Los Angeles. So that's pretty much it for Concourse A. Don't worry about those batteries. I have to change the battery of the terminal anyway. Yeah, so that's it for Concourse A. Now we are heading over to Concourse B. So starting off, we got an Avilo 737-800. He is heading out to Boise. That's a new route for Avilo. Next, we got a Breeze ERJ 195. He is catering up for his flight out to Charleston. Next, we got a United 757-300. Oh my god, 200 in the Evo Blue. He's going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Next, we got a Delta A220. Sorry, I hesitated. I'm just tired. He is going to be making a flight out to Atlanta. So now we are heading over to the other side. Over here we got JetBlue A321neo. He is loading up for his flight out to Newark. Next we got Delta 757-300 catering up for his flight out to Detroit. Next we got Frontier A320neo in the excuse me, in the Poppy the Prairie Dog tail. He is going to be making a flight out to Denver. Sorry about that, Jetway. By the next update on this airport, I'll fix it. But yeah, he's heading out to Denver. Next, we got another United. Excuse me. We got a United 737 Max 8 in the Evo Blue in the Together livery. He is going to be heading out to. Let me find out. Houston. So that is it for Concourse B. Now we are hanging out to Concourse C that has now been finished. Yay. So, yeah, so starting off with the first side, that's the international side, we got a Emirates A380 in the Dubai Expo livery. He is getting ready to leave for Dubai in about an hour from now. Down there we got the Aeroflot A321neo. He is hanging out to St. Petersburg, Russia. Next we got Cayman Airways 737 MAX 8. He is hanging out to Grand Cayman. Next we got the British Airways A350-1000. He will be heading out to London Heathrow. So that's it for the first side. Now we are heading over to the second side. That's mostly for Alaska and American. So over here we got the Alaska 737 MAX 9 in the West Coast Wonders livery. Excuse me. He is going to be heading out to he will be heading out to sorry about that. Okay, here we go. He's going to be hanging out to Portland. Next, we got an American A319. He's going to be hanging out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Next, we got the Alaska A319. He's going to be hanging out to he will be heading out to San Francisco. And down there, we got the Eurowings A330 200. He is going to be heading out to he's heading out to okay, here we go. Munich. And came in from Munich. Sorry about that. Yeah, so he's hanging out to Munich. So that is it for the Concourse C. So yeah, that has now been finished. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so now we are heading over to the hangar area. Oops, sorry about that. So starting off, we got the Alaska Star Wars 737 800. He's hanging out to Miami in about 2 hours. Next, we got the ITA Airways A319. Sorry, I hesitated again. He will be hanging out to a new route that is very interesting this time. He will be hanging out to Lakeside International Airport, or Aviation in the Aires Airport. So yeah, so next we got the Alaska A320 in the Fly with Pride livery. He will be heading out to Fort Lauderdale And in the hangar right now, we got a Lufthansa 787-9. He is going to be making a flight in about 2 hours for he's going to be hanging out to oh my god, that route is going to be, oh, here we go, Frankfurt, in about 6 hours. And now we are hanging out to cargo. So over here we got the Cargolux 747-8. He is going to be making a flight out to he's hanging out to Luxembourg in about 8 hours. Next we got the Adriana 747-400. He is hanging out to Anchorage. Now we got the first airline, first new airline for the airport. We got a KLM A330 200. I get a better view on that. He's just loading up for a flight out to a new route again to Edinburgh. So yeah, that's a cool route. There it is again. So yeah, that's a pretty cool route. Now we are heading over to pretty much stand, starting off with the JSX ERJ 145. He's going to be hanging out to he will be hanging out to Boston. Next we got the Icelandair 737 Max 8 in the new colors. He's hanging out to he'll be hanging out to Reykjavik, Kapuvik. Next we got the Turkish Airlines 787-9. He will be hanging out to Istanbul. Next we got the next new airline. We got the Etihad A350-1000. He is going to be heading out to he is heading out to Dubai. Next we got the Delta CRJ 700. He is going to be hanging out to he's hanging out to oh my god, sorry about that, a little delay. He's going to be hanging out to oh my god, give me one moment. I am so sorry. I'm trying to look for that route. Sorry about the shaking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I might have forgot to add that route. He's going to be heading out to Detroit. Next, we got the Air Canada A350 900. Oh my god, I'm thinking of the A350. A220 300. He's heading out to Toronto. Next, we got the Australian Air Force P-8 Poseidon. He's going to be heading out to. He will be heading out to Sydney. So that's it for the remote stands. Now we're heading out to taxiways. So starting off, we got the FedEx 777 300F. He is heading out to Memphis. Next, we got a Southwest 737 700 in the Lone Star 1 colors. He will be heading out to let's see, Lone Star 1. I am so sorry, I just didn't add that route. Let's say he's heading out to Dallas Love Field. Next, we got a United 737-800. He will be heading out to he is heading out to here we go. He is heading out to Denver. Next we got the American Eagle ERJ 175 operated by Republic. He's heading out to oh my god. American Eagle 175. Oh, here we go. He will be heading out to Atlanta. Next we got a American Eagle. Oh my god, American Airlines 737 800 in the retro. He will be heading out to he's heading out to he's heading out to oh, here we go. He will be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Getting ready for takeoff, we got a Scandinavian A351, excuse me, 900. He will be making a flight out to Copenhagen. Next, we got the JetBlue Boston Celtics A320. He's heading out to JFK. Next, we got the China Airlines 777F. He's heading out to oh, here we go. He will be heading out to Anchorage. Next, we got the California 1 Southwest 737-700. He will be heading out to Sacramento. Next we got a Southwest 737 700 in the Maryland 1 colors. He will be hanging out to San Francisco. Next we got the Missouri 1 737 700. He will be hanging out to Missouri 1. I'm so sorry. Missouri 1. Okay, I forgot to add him as well. He is going to be making a flight out to Fort Myers. Next, for the last plane for the update, we got the Alaska honoring those who served, 737-900. He will be hanging out to, well, he's not really hanging anywhere, but he is hanging out to the remote stand. He will be hanging out to the remote stand in about like 4 hours. He's going to be hanging out to San Diego. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's update. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I do want to say thank you for giving me 240 subscribers right now. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to share and subscribe. And as always, I will see you on my next video. And I will see you next time. Bye.